that makes me think too, like, do you have this experience, bro, like at nights you go to, and maybe even in Crump, when you guys have sessions, in a public space, where some random just rocks up and just joins in?
All the time, like especially when we used to be at Victoria Market car park. You've been to that spot,
Yeah, I have.
Like there's a lot of people that, especially homeless people, that just hang around that space.
Oh yeah, there's quite a big homelessness thing there.
And they just like join in, and they just like and just kind of just let them do their thing.
Yeah, sick.
Because they eventually go away.
Yeah,
you know, even like I actually don't mind those people. What I mind is drunk people that came from partying or came from the footy, especially during winter. Oh, bro. Drainer. Footy crowd Footy crowd is a fucking drainer, bro.
Shout out to the footy crowd.
Shout out to the footy crowd. I don't even like it. AFL sucks. Sure, I have friends that love the AFL. I don't care. Bro, I was watching, just talking about AFL, I was going on a tangent. I was watching this, because you know Carl does stand-up comedy. Like local bars.
Yeah.
So I went to one of his gigs recently, because he just started to get back into it.
Sick.
And there was this one guy, he's an Asian dude, and he had an Asian accent. So like, you know, he's an immigrant here. So I'll relate already straight away. Yeah. And then he was like talking about footy. And I'm pretty sure some other comedians have said this joke before, but in a different way. Yeah. And he's talking about just what he thinks the creation of footy was, like what was going on in people's minds. Yeah. So he was just saying shit like, I'm just gonna fully rip his joke, but he was just saying shit like, I don't even know if I can say it, but just saying shit like, you know, footy is just like, they saw soccer with a thing like that. It's a square or a rectangle. And you gotta shoot it in there. But then Australians made it easier for them. They like make it, you know, because soccer is like if you go over, it's gone. It's not a goal. Yeah. Australians took that away, made it long. He's like, you can go all the way up. It doesn't matter. If you go all the way up, that's goal. That's 6. It's not even 1 point. It's 6 points. It's easier in Australia apparently. Like, you know, it makes it easier. And then they added 2 more goalposts at the end, next to it. See, if you miss. What is it? Is it 3 or 2? 1. If you miss, it's like a consolation prize. good for trying. It's like, bro, I was cracking up. I was like, fuck, that's so true, bro. True, bro. It's like they made it. The Australians, they made it easy. Because even rugby, like even people from the north, like Queensland, they hate AFL. They're like, rugby. Like rugby.
They hate Aussie rules.
They're like, rugby's better. You know. Yeah. Because even rugby is fucking hard. Yeah. I reckon. Like,
fucking oath, man. Yeah. Hard on the body.
Yeah, bro. Fuck. We tried to play that once in high school, I remember. Yeah. Because at first we were like really, during high school, we were really into gridiron. So American football. Yeah. And then, because even American football, it's contact sport, but it's not really that much compared to like AFL or rugby. I reckon anyway. Depends on what you're playing. Yeah, exactly. What position you're playing. Because if you're a quarterback that's really good, then you probably won't get tackled. Yeah, exactly. You know, that's exactly right. You know, but in rugby you'll get tackled all the time. Yeah, it's part of the fucking sport. Yeah, it's like even AFL. You know. Yeah, always moving forward. Always. And then we tried to play rugby once. I remember it was like one of the school camps that we did. First we were like playing gridiron on the beach, and we're like, oh, we're sick of gridiron, and everyone was sick of it. Like, yeah, alright, we'll play rugby. Yeah, but then not many people knew the actual rules. Only like 2 people knew, the teacher and one of our mates. And out of like fucking 20 of us. Fuck. And then everyone's just like knew an idea of it from watching it, but not the actual rule. Because at first people were like confused, like, what are we playing, union or league? And me personally, I'm like, oh yeah, there's 2? Yeah, there's 2. Yeah, I was like, this when I was in high school, it's like, fuck, there's 2? Like, what the fuck? And then like, you can't tackle a certain way in league, you can't tackle a certain way in union. Yeah. I was like, fuck, man, like that shit's hard, bro. Like, bro, it's a fucking brutal sport, man. Yeah, some crazy shit. You know what's funny about that, right? I'm just that guy, and this is my tangent way. I always try to bring it back for no reason. It's stupid. That's why my old podcast is called Long Lateral. Because it's like laterally thinking. Yeah, right. Yeah. But then it all comes back in the middle. Is so in America, right? My experience has been a bit different with like Cyphers and then just randoms jumping in. Yeah. I've been in Cyphers here. Yeah. Right? Where some random will come in, like a drunk dude, footy guy, whatever, just some random, sometimes even a chick, right?
And back in the mid 2000s, cunts were brutal, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just like pull him out of the fucking cypher, bro. Like, like fully exclusive, man. Like, no, fuck off, get out of here. Dude's getting thrown out of circles, bro. And I'm like, oh fuck, that's some fucking.
I've seen that happen in the crump scene as well. Like,
true.
Because I remember, bro. I'm pretty sure it was some footage. It's on YouTube somewhere. Because back then, Melbourne used to pump out, and shout outs to Rachel Main, Shadow Main. She used to pump out footage from Burn City Crump.
Right.
You know, regardless if it's sessions, events. And back then, the scene was popping off, you know. And then the first Clash of the States in Melbourne, I think it was like 2011. 2012, something like that. We had the pre-session the night before the event, and at the pre-session we set up battles as well, so people call people out.
Right.
You know, true crump fashion, and then people fully get into it, obviously. And this event was probably one of the biggest event in Melbourne, crump event in Melbourne. You know, people from different states came down. And people from different states came down, like full squad as well. Well, however many people they had in their state, they all came down. Like for example, Sydney has a lot of crumpers. Everyone came down. Even people that didn't like each other in Sydney came down as a Sydney.
Whoa.
Because Sydney is very beefy, you know, like they're very like competitive over there.
Sydney's hectic like that, hey.
So like but you know, they all came down, you know, like Perth only had like 5 people at the time, they all came down.
Sick.
Adelaide had like 2 people at the time, they both came down. Crazy, bro. And then anyway, there was like a battle, and then some random dude, because where we sessioned, it was at South Bank. You know that walkway, and then we just found a random spot there, which is along the walk where people walk in the restaurants and shit. We were close to that area. Close to the Red Steps area, the Red Stage.
Red Stage.
We were around that area.
Right.
And then I remember some dude walked past, and then I think he pushed somebody to go in, like. I think he was drunk. He probably came from partying, and then one of the Islander boys from Brisbane, who like grabbed him, bro, and threw him out. I was like, and we were all like, oh shit, and then he wanted to arc up, but then everyone didn't even arc up. He just took one guy, and then everybody else just like, grabbed that guy and just like pulled him back, like, hey, chill out.
Whoa.
And then what everyone did to the other guy, because everyone's Islander as well. He just went like, "You alright?" He helps him out. "Are you alright? Okay, go." You know, just so we can get on with it, and plus to get away from trouble as well. Because and plus at the end of the day, you see this group of crumpers, like just group of this.
Big dudes.
Big dudes. Everyone looks hard. You know? And everyone that just doesn't look hard. People are fucking hard.
They are fucking hard.
If they have to fight, they'll fight.
Crump dudes are hardcore. Like
bro. And then fucking and it's like the guy just walked away, bro. It's like, what are you gonna do? It's like, man, there's like 50 of us, bro. Like,
it's so fun.
But it's crazy, man. Like, I've seen that happen.
Right, so you've seen that kind of shit happen,
for sure.
So then it's just like, fuck. Okay, our scene's pretty fucking hardcore. Like fucking dudes are really about this. For us in that moment, breaking shit. For you guys, it was the crump stuff, right? But then, you know, like I go to New York, I go to LA. I've been to like a few other places. Let's just keep it at those two. Even Texas. And fuck, because it's America, it's a different beast. That's where it comes from. And then in the different states near it. And then fucking a random dude will come in, and he might know a little bit of breaking or not know anything at all. And then it's just whatever. People just like, cool, you know. No one ever gets the boot. But when you think of America, you think like fucking hardcore. It's like, fuck, we're more hardcore here in Australia. We're throwing cunts out of the cypher, man. It's like maybe because in America, like let's just say it's in the Bronx, and then you throw some random dude out, this random cunt could pull out a gun and go fuck you, or it'll be a big commotion. So I don't know. It's like this interesting, like set of circumstances. Then it reminds you of the fucking footy thing. Instead of us giving the person a shot, you know, like, you know, and a consolation prize if they miss, it's not. It's like it's fucking brutal, bro. It's just like, you're fucking shit. Fucking get the fuck out.
But you're ruining the vibe, man. You know, like, I mean, because it does happen, like, you know, and I remember nowadays it doesn't happen because of the spot that we have, which is that's why everyone likes the spot. Because no one bothers us.
Is that the
car park?
The car park, the one further up Latrobe.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Because no one bothers us there. Like, you know, we've had like the one when you came. There's a lot of people. There's like about 30 people there.
Yeah, man.
No one cares. You know, like no cops will come because big market people. Cops never bother us. Cops will either tell us to turn it down, or sometimes they just ask us what we're doing. Just check it out. Yeah.
Because it's a residential, the one in Vic Market.
Yeah. Sometimes people complain from the buildings.
It's too loud. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if the speaker is pointing towards that direction. But we figured it out that like point it the other way, it should be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so over there, yeah. So like, you know, randoms will come through. Majority of the time, like for example, a lot of the like the homeless people will come through, and depending on what they're on. Yeah. And sometimes they just literally just watch. It's like sometimes they even talk to them. What are you guys doing? You know, and we just talk to them. Like
it's good.
Yeah.
Do you ever have like hectic trouble with homeless?
Nah, not really. Like there's just maybe one time where there's one homeless dude, and you know, it looked like he was out of his mind at the time, and he was just like, you know, he'll go in because he'll see what we're doing, and he'll jump in every chance he gets, and then he'll just mumble random crap, and we kind of just let him be, and then whoever's there, sometimes it takes like one of the grown-ups right will like talk to him like, hey man, like, you know, like just get to know him. You know, sometimes honestly, I sometimes don't know how to act or how to be when I'm in their situations. So I'm kind of just like quiet. And you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like he's doing anything wrong,
right?
So I gotta just like let him be. Like you already know the vibe's getting ruined, but you're like, who cares? We can bring the vibe back. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's okay. And then but then that's just me because I don't know how to speak to someone like that sometimes. So I kind of just like
back off.
Back off, and then like I said, they're not doing anything wrong. It's not like they're being violent.
So it's never gotten to that point?
No, not really. Like not at the Vic Market Cup spot. Like, you know, a lot of random shit would happen, definitely. Like random shit. But we've been there for years. Like even this one time Tadais was there. A few times Tadais was there.
Sick.
And and then, you know, and randoms will come through, like attract a crowd. They'll fully attract different crowds.
That's fucking crazy.
Bro.
Because like I did a workshop in Dandenong. And then
I heard about this.
And then there was just a whole shitload of fucking homeless dudes that started rocking up. Right. And so with one of the organizers of that works with council. Lara. Shout out to Lara, Harold's sister. And shout out to Harold. But it's like she goes, this proves a point that the council is not doing anything about the homeless people.
Right,
But what was trippy on my end, because I'm similar to you, I don't really know how to deal with the situation. I'm one of those dudes a bit passive. Just let them do their thing, even if I see, this is getting a bit dangerous. Like, out of nowhere, there's a random skater. I don't know if that skater was homeless or whatnot. But he was trying to do like these hectic skate video tricks. In that space, like try to jump up the ramps. But he was getting dangerously close to people. And then like the board would fly through the workshop space. It was outdoors. So luckily we had like a floor manager, Auntie Grace, who would just pull people up on it. But then the weird thing was, one of these dudes knew how to break, man. I go, is this dude a homeless dude or not? Because like they're all pretty well dressed, to be honest. You know, it was more their behavior. You know, that made you think maybe something's not 100%.
Right.
You know? But then towards the end, and it was supposed to go till 6. We had to cut it at like 5:45. Because another guy came. He was mumbling. The other dudes were already mumbling, and they looked like they were gonna fight. But they were kind of like.
With each other?
It was like not with each other, but it was like an extension of them breaking to prove that they were better.
And that's their spot, maybe.
And that's their spot or some shit.
Right,
And then it looked like there was going to be a fight. You know, like one of the guys, he would come up to the DJ booth, he'd grab the mic, he'd say some shit. No one could understand. It was like, and then just do mic drops.
was hectic.
It was fucking hectic.
So because I heard about this from David.
Oh yeah, right.
There, and he was saying like he didn't go in detail like that.
Yeah.
But he was just saying like, yeah, man, I did not feel safe.
Nah.
It's like it's hectic. It's hectic in Dandenong.
It's fucking hectic in Dandenong, you know.
Yeah.
And for me, you know, I kind of, I guess maybe you're similar as a dancer too, and maybe your character, like, I kind of, well, I can't speak for you, but for myself anyway, it's like when shit's a bit scary.
Yeah.
Like, you know, being in the Philippines, for example, in Metro Manila, like inside the hood, it's like, it's grounding.
Yeah.
Makes you realize, like, fuck, it's not good everywhere.
Nah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah,
it's not all good.
I agree, I agree.
And then you're like, fuck, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Be on your toes a bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Gotta watch your back kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But then it's not out of fear.
No.
There's still like a level of love.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're like identifying, you're like, oh, there's some street shit going on here. And that's kind of what happened there in Dandenong.
Yeah.
But when I was reflecting on that whole time, I was like, fuck, no one services these homeless people at all.
No.
That's why they're homeless, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
But then maybe all these dudes need is like a fucking party.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
some kind of vibe that makes them feel normal. But then it's like, yeah, but what if shit hits the roof? You know? And
or even a soup van, bro.
Exactly, just like friggin' what's it called? Friggin' at Vic Market.
Yeah, they do that.
And washing machines
as well,
and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's crazy.
Yo!